Hello students, how are you all? In last class you learned Dalton's law of partial pressure and Graham's law of diffusion. The today's topic is kinetic molecular theory of gases. Now let's look at the postulates of kinetic molecular theory of gases. In that point number 1, the gases consist a large number of identical particles. That particles may be atoms or molecules. So the point meaning is the gases consist of a large number of particles. That particles are atoms or molecules. The first point, gases consist large number of identical particles. Identical particles. The particles may be atoms or molecules. Atoms are molecules, they are very small in size. So identical atoms are molecules. Next point, there is no force of attraction between the particles of gas. Between the two particles, so there is no force of attraction at ordinary temperature and pressure. Second point, there is no force of attraction between particles of gas at ordinary temperature and pressure. At ordinary temperature and pressure. This point is very important. This point is very important. So there is no force of attraction between the particles of gas at ordinary temperature and pressure. Between the two particles, so there is no force of attraction. There is no force of attraction between any two particles. So in the further topics, we require this point. And point number 3, the volume of molecules of gas is negligibly small in comparison to the volume occupied by the gas. That means space occupied by the gas. So what is this point meaning is, I am taking a container, right, its vessel, this vessel is filled with gas. So the gas molecules occupy the what is the space available to them. Then the volume occupied by these molecules of gas, volume of molecules of gas negligible. The volume of molecules of gas negligible in comparison to the volume space occupied by the gas. So what is the total space occupied by the gas? When compared to the total space occupied by the gas, the volume of molecules of gas is negligibly small. This is the point number 2. Point number 3, the volume of molecules of gas is negligibly small in comparison to space occupied by the gas. In comparison to space occupied by gas. So when compared to the space occupied by the gas, the volume of molecules of gas is negligibly small. This is the point number 3. And point number 4, the particles of gas. The particles of gas are always in a constant and random motion. The particles of gas are always in constant and random motion. This point meaning is the particles in a gas they always collide with each other. So due to collisions, they always is in the constant and random motion. If you take two particles, the particles always will be colliding each other. Due to collisions, they are always in the constant and random motion. If The particles are at the rest. Suppose if the particle is at a rest, gas particle is at a rest. So if the particle is at a rest, in the sense they occupy the fixed positions, they have a definite shapes. But we did not observe that the gases do not have a definite shape. They do not have a definite shape and a definite volume. So here is the gases do not have a definite shape. This indicates that the particles are not in a rest. They are always in a constant. Particles of gas always in a constant and random motion. And the next point. The particles of gas move in all possible directions. All possible directions in a straight line. Straight line. This point meaning is the particles of gas move in all possible directions. All possible directions in a straight line. Suppose I am taking this is the gas molecule. So this molecule will move in all possible directions. The gas molecule will move in all possible directions. That too they will move in a straight lines. Whatever the directions moving, it move in a straight line. And another important point is during their motion, the gas molecule will collide with each other. The gas molecule, suppose I am taking this gas molecule and this molecule, these two molecules are collide with each other. The gas molecules are collide. One molecule hit another molecule. Gas molecules are collide with each other. And they will collide with the walls of container also. This is the wall of the container. So this is the wall of the container. So during their motion in a straight line, they will collide with each other. And they will collide with the walls of container. So due to collision of walls of container, the gases exerts pressure. The gases exerts pressure is because of they are colliding, the gas molecule colliding themselves and they are colliding with the walls of container. So that the gases exert pressure. Next point. Collisions of gas molecules. Collisions of gas molecules are perfectly elastic. The collisions of the gas molecules are perfectly elastic. This point meaning is so the total energy before the collision and after the collision same. The energy, total energy before the collision and after the collisions remains same. So that means the total energy of molecule, the total energy of molecule before the collision and after the collision same. Molecule before and after. Before and after collision is same. The total energy, that means the total energy of molecules before and after the collisions remains same. So that means the collisions of gas molecules are perfectly elastic. That means before the collision and after the collision, the total energy of the molecule remains same. Next, at any particular time, different particles of gas, different particles in gas, the different particles in gas have different speeds. And hence different kinetic energies. And different kinetic energies. And another important point is the average kinetic energy of gas molecules is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. The average kinetic energy. The average kinetic energy of gas. The average kinetic energy of gas, the average kinetic energy of gas molecule is directly proportional to the average kinetic energy of gas molecule is directly proportional to absolute temperature. Is directly proportional to absolute temperature. So average kinetic energy. Average kinetic energy is directly proportional to absolute temperature. Nothing but Ke, kinetic energy is directly proportional to temperature. Kinetic energy is directly proportional to temperature. So these are the postulates of kinetic molecular theory of gases. So among them, these two are very important in further classes. They are required. There is no force of attraction between the particles of gas at ordinary temperature and pressure, and the volume of molecules of gas is negligibly small in comparison to the space occupied by the gas. So these are the postulates of kinetic molecular theory of gases. Next, kinds of molecular speeds. So already we know very well that the particles of gas are always in constant and random motion. So the molecules of gas are always in constant and random motion. So while the molecules are moving, the molecules will collide with each other, and they will collide with the walls of container. So gas molecules will collide with each other and they will collide with the walls of container. As a result, there is a change in the speed of molecules and redistribution of energy. So when the molecules are colliding, due to collision, so the speed of the gas molecule is going to get changes. So and energy is redistributed. The speed and energy of all the molecules of gas at any instant is not same. So the molecules have different speeds. They are, the first one is most probable speed. The most probable speed. The first one is the most probable speed. We are labeling as UMP, most probable speed. All the gas molecules do not have same speeds. So the speeds is changes due to their collisions. So there are different types of molecular speeds. So among them, the first one is most probable speed, and the second one is the average speed. So it is denoted by represented by UAV. And the third one is RMS, the RMS speed. The RMS speed, URMS. So these are the different types of molecular speeds. The first one is most probable speed, the second one is average speed, the third one is RMS speed. Now let us discuss one by one in detail. Among them, the first one is most probable speed. The first one is the most probable speed. So UMP, the most probable speed. The most probable speed is defined as the speed possessed by most of the molecules in gas. The speed possessed by most of the molecules in gas is called as most probable speed. The speed possessed by most of the molecules in gas is called most probable speed. Is called most probable speed. and it is represented by UMP. The most probable speed can be calculated by formula UMP is equal to square root of 2RT by M. The most probable speed can be calculated by using this formula. So UMP is equal to square root of RT by M. So here R is the gas constant, T is the temperature, here is M is the molecular mass. Now already we know that according to ideal gas equation, PV is equal to nRT. If number of moles of gas is equal, N is equal to 1, then we'll take it as PV is equal to RT, isn't it? So in the place of RT we can substitute PV. Then another equation will get, the equation is UMP. Most probable speed is equal to square root of, I'm rewriting here. So UMP, most probable speed is equal to square root of, in the place of RT I'm writing PV by EM. So this is the formula we have to use to calculate the most probable velocities. Next, most probable speed. The second one is average speed. The average speed, UAV, the average speed. The average speed is defined as the mean of velocities of all the molecules present in the gas is called average speed. So let us understand by taking an example. I am taking a sample of gas. Imagine it is a sample of gas. It contains many number of gas molecules. There are many number of gas molecules, right? So the velocity, most of the molecules possess the velocity we are calling as most probable velocity. The speed possessed by the most of the molecules in this mix, in this gas, so the speed possessed by the most of the molecules we are calling as most probable velocity. And the next, in the average case, suppose the velocity of this gas molecule I am labeling as U1, and the velocity of this molecule I am labeling as U2, or speed of this gas molecule I am labeling as U3, and speed of this gas molecule I am labeling as U4, and so on. And the total number of gas molecules we have to take. Then U average. So U average is equal to, we have to take mean velocities, arithmetic mean we have to take. Then U1 plus velocity of the one molecule plus velocity of second molecule, U2 plus U3 plus U4, and so on. We will take UN. By total number of gas molecules we have to take En. So this is average velocity. So how to write the average? Definition of the average velocity is the mean of the velocities, the mean of the velocities of the all molecules present in the gas, all molecules present in the gas is called average velocity. Sorry, average speed is called average speed. It is represented by UAV. Then what is the formula we can expect in this case? This is one formula we can use to calculate the average speed. Another one is U average is equal to square root of 8RT by pi m. So UAV is equal to 8RT by pi m. So this is another formula. By using this formula we are able to calculate average speeds of the gases. And we know very well that PV is equal to nRT. I already represented PV is equal to nRT, and number of moles is equal to 1, PV is equal to RT. So in the place of RT you can substitute in the place of RT you can substitute PV. They will get one more formula, UAV is equal to square root of 8PV by pi m. So this is another formula we can use to calculate average velocity of average speeds of molecules. So this is the most probable speed, and this is the average. Most probable speed is nothing but the speeds possessed by most of the molecules. If you take a sample of gas, in the sample of gas, the maximum number of molecules possessed velocity, maximum number of molecules possessed velocity we are calling as most probable. Nothing but the speed possessed by the most of the molecules, that means maximum number of molecules we are calling as most probable velocity. So for this case, ump is equal to square root of rho rt by square root of rho r2 rt by em. In the case of average velocities, we have take mean velocities of all the molecules present in the gas is average speed. So we have used the formula uav is equal to square root of 8 rt by pi m. This is average speed. Next, RMS speed. It is represented by URMS. Let us write the definition. The square root of the mean of the square velocities, square velocities of all molecules in a gas is called RMS velocity or RMS speed is called RMS speed. So URMS is equal to, so first we have to take a square root of the mean of the square velocities. So mean of the square velocities, so first gas I am taking u1 square plus second gas molecule I am taking u2 square, third gas molecule I am taking u3 square and so on plus un square by en. So this is one formula for URMS velocity. So URMS velocity is equal to the square root of mean of and square velocities of all the molecules in a gas is called as URMS. And another formula we have for RMS velocity, RMS speed, URMS is equal to square root of 3 RT by em. So by using this equation also we are able to calculate RMS speed of a gas, RMS velocity of a gas, RMS speed of a gas. So already we know PV is equal to nRT. In the place of RT we can substitute PV. Then URMS is equal to square root of 3 PV by em. So this is another formula we have to use to calculate RMS speeds of a gas molecules. Next, we can calculate the ratios of these velocities. Next, the ratio of molecular velocities. The ratio of molecular velocities. So, I am taking the ratios. First, I am taking U most probable velocity. Next, average velocity and the URMS velocity is equal to, then most probable velocity, what is the formula we have? Square root of 2 RT by m, isn't it? Is to here is the average velocity, square root of, what is the formula for average velocity? 8 RT by m, isn't it? And RMS velocity, square root of 3 RT by m, 3 RT by em. Right, from this I am taking that is equal to RT by m, always common is there, can take here is root 2 is to, here I am taking is root, this is 8 RT by pi m. So 8 by pi m, so 8 by pi is to root 3. Isn't it? Then this I am dividing with root, in the sense you will get root 2 by root, you will get 1 here, isn't it? Then root 8 by 5, in the sense we can take root 4 by 5, isn't it? This will be root 3 by 2, root 3 by 2, that is equal to 1. Upon simplification, you get phi is equal to 3.14. Upon simplification, you get 1.128. Is to, here is 1.2 224. Root 3 by will get 1.224. This is most probable velocity is to U average, is to U RMS. So this is a very important relation. By using this relation, we can solve some problems. Very important. Next, by looking at this, what we find is 1 is to 1.128 is to 1.224. Here is a 1.224, 1.12. So for RMS velocity for any gas, RMS velocity is greater than, next one is what? Average velocity greater than most probable velocity. So for any gas, U RMS is greater than U, what is the second one is average. U average velocity is greater than U most probable velocity. So this is going to apply for any gas. Next, for gas at two different temperatures. For gas at two different temperatures, if you want to calculate the RMS velocity, you can take the formula U1 RMS by U2 RMS. So this is the gas 1 and gas 2. For gas at two different temperatures, so I am taking that is equal to T1 by T2, square root of T1 by T2. This is the formula we have to use. Next, another formula is for two different gases. For two different gases at the same temperature. For two different gases at the same temperature, we will calculate the RMS velocity. So U1 RMS by U2 RMS is equal to U1 by U2 RMS is equal to U1 RMS by U2 RMS is equal to square root of M2 by M1. So this is the formula we have to use. So this is the ratios of molecular velocity. So for any gas, you can take for any gas the RMS velocity is greater than, average velocity is greater than most probable velocity. So these are the molecular velocity, molecular speeds of gases. Next, kinetic gas equation of an ideal gas. Kinetic gas equation of an ideal gas. Kinetic gas equation of an ideal gas. The kinetic gas equation of ideal gas, PV is equal to 1/3 MENU square. So this is the kinetic gas equation of an ideal gas. PV is equal to 1/3 MENU square, where P is equal to pressure of the gas. Where P is equal to pressure of the gas, V is equal to volume of the gas, V is equal to volume of the gas, M is equal to mass of one molecule, of the gas. M is equal to mass of one molecule of the gas. N is equal to number of molecules of the gas. The last one, U is equal to RMS speed of gas molecules, RMS speed of gas molecules, RMS speed of gas molecule. So this is a kinetic gas equation. PV is equal to 1/3 MENU square. Now let us derive the kinetic energy of gases. So kinetic equation for kinetic energy of gases. Then first I am taking PV is equal to 1/3 mn u square. PV is equal to 1/3 mn u square. I took a kinetic gas equation. PV is equal to 1/3 mn u square. So here I'm taking, here is n. N is equal to nothing but what? N is equal to number of molecules of gas. Number of molecules of gas. So I'm taking 1 mole of gas. I'm taking 1 mole of gas. So here n I'm labeling as n. So I'm taking as 1 mole of gas. 1 mole of gas nothing but equal to 6.023 into 10 power 23. 1 mole is equal to 1 mole of gas contains 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules. Nothing but 1 mole is equal, 1 mole of gas molecule is nothing but Avogadro constant. So n is, small n is equal to capital N. So here is n is the number of molecules of gas. If I take 1 mole of gas, so this n is equal to 1 mole. And mole is nothing but Avogadro number. Here n is equal to Avogadro constant. Avogadro constant. N is nothing but Avogadro constant. Then equation can be modified as PV is equal to 1/3. Small n will become capital N. So m capital N u square. So PV is equal to 1/3 mn u square, where m is the mass of one molecule of gas. Mass of one molecule, not 1 mole. So m is the mass of one molecule of gas. Then mass of one molecule of gas into what we are taking? N, Avogadro number. That means mass of one molecule into Avogadro number. One molecule into Avogadro number nothing but 6.023 into 10 power 23. So mass of 1 mole will get. Mass of 1 mole gas nothing but is equal to its molar mass. So small m is the mass of one molecule of gas. Here capital M is the molar mass. Or nothing but molecular mass of gas. Molecular mass nothing but the molecular mass nothing but mass into Avogadro number. The mass of 1 mole of molecules. Mass of 1 mole of molecule nothing but molar mass of gas. Then equation can be modified as PV is equal to 1/3. In the place of m into n we can write capital M. M u square. Isn't it? PV is equal to half m u square. So I'm rearranging this equation as PV is equal to, I'm writing 1/3 as 2/3 into 1/2. I'm writing this 1/3 as 2/3 into 1/2. So 2/6, nothing but 1/3 only. So PV is equal to 2/3 into 1/2 mu square into mu square. So this nothing but half mu square. Ke is equal to half mu square. K is equal to half mu square. In the place of half mu square, I'm taking K. Then equation can be modified as PV is equal to 2/3 into K. So PV is equal to 2/3 into K. Then we have to get 3 PV is equal to 2 K. Then Ke is equal to 3/2 PV. K is equal to 3/2 PV. This is our equation. Then already we know very well that PV is equal to nRT for 1 mole of gas. So for n is equal, if you take n is equal to 1, then PV is equal to RT, isn't it? So PV is equal to RT. So substitute the RT in the place of PV. What is the equation we have is so Ke is equal to 3/2 into RT. 3/2 into, actually here is what we have is PV is there. This equation I wrote here, K is equal to 3/2 into PV. Then Ke is equal to 3/2 into PV, nothing but what we can substitute RT, isn't it? So this is another equation. Then here is this is for 1 mole. This is for 1 mole of gas. This is for 1 mole. I took n is equal to 1, nothing but 1 mole of gas. If you take n moles of gas, then Ke is equal to 3/2 into nRT. Look at this equation. This is n is n moles of gas. N moles of gas. n moles of gas. If n is equal to 1 mole, then you will get K is equal to 3 by 2 K. This is K is equal to 3 by 2 nRT for n moles of gas, equation for n moles of gas. Next, so by looking at this equation, what the thing you find is Ke is equal to 3 by 2 into nRT. Here n is the constant, number of moles I am taking constant, R I am taking constant, R is the gas constant, 3 by 2 is a constant, then Ke is directly proportional to temperature. So Ke is directly proportional to temperature. From this equation, if we take the n constant, R constant, then K is directly proportional to temperature. Then the kinetic energy of a gas is directly proportional to its absolute temperature. The average kinetic energy of a gas directly proportional to absolute temperature. From this point, the kinetic energy of gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. Directly proportional to absolute temperature. That to this is we have to take average kinetic energy. Average kinetic energy directly proportional to absolute temperature. Next, this is for n moles of gas, this is for 1 moles of gas, but we have to calculate kinetic energy of 1 molecule of gas. This equation for 1 mole, K is equal to 3 by 2 RT. If the 1 mole of gas is given, the 1 mole of gas kinetic energy is equal to K is equal to 3 by 2 RT. It's clear. If n moles is given, the kinetic energy of gas is equal to 3 by 2 n RT. Now we have to calculate the kinetic energy of 1 molecule, not for n moles, not for 1 mole. So we have to calculate kinetic energy of 1 molecule of gas. For this case, average kinetic energy of 1 molecule. Average kinetic energy of 1 molecule. So for this case, I am taking K is equal to 3 by 2 RT. For 1 mole I am taking. So K is equal to 3 by 2 RT. K is equal to 3 by 2 RT. So if you want to get kinetic energy, average kinetic energy of 1 molecule, then 3 by 2 dividing with Avogadro number. N is the Avogadro constant, 6.023 into 10 power 23 particles into T. So here is R by N I am taking as a constant. K is equal to 3 by 2 KT. So this is the kinetic energy of 1 molecule. So this is of 1 molecule. Ke of 1 molecule. So this equation for kinetic energy of 1 mole. This is this equation for kinetic energy of n moles of gas. This is a 1 molecule. K is equal to 3 by 2 KT. Here K is equal to R by N. So I am writing K is equal to R by N. K is equal to nothing but R by N I wrote. So here is K is a Boltzmann constant. I am writing K is equal to Boltzmann constant. Boltzmann constant. K is equal to Boltzmann constant. Then K is equal to R by N. So R already you know very well that universal gas constant, its value in terms of joules is R is equal to 8.314 joule Kelvin inverse mole inverse. Joule Kelvin inverse mole inverse. Here N is equal to Avogadro constant 6.023 into 10 power 23 molecules per mole. Molecules per mole, isn't it? Then K is equal to R by R is nothing but 8.314 joule Kelvin inverse mole inverse by 6.023 into 10 power 23. Then K is equal to 8.314 joule Kelvin inverse, molecule inverse. Joule Kelvin inverse, molecule inverse. So, sorry, upon simplification, K is equal to 1.38 into 10 to the power of minus 23 joule Kelvin inverse, mole inverse, molecule inverse, joule Kelvin inverse, molecular inverse. So this is the value of Boltzmann constant. This is the value of Boltzmann constant. Next, I am taking K into different cases. Suppose this equation I am taking kinetic gas K is equal to 3 by 2 nRT. 3 by 2 nRT. For problems purpose, this formula is required. K is equal to 3 by 2 nRT. Two different cases. Ke1 is equal to 3 by 2 N1 or T1 at two different temperatures and number of moles is N1. And kinetic energy Ke2 is equal to 3 by 2 N2 or T2 at different temperatures. At T1, T2 at different temperatures. So N1 and 2 are the number of moles. Then Ke1 by Ke2. So Ke1 by Ke2 is equal to N1 or T1. So simply upon simplification, 3 by 2 cancel, R cancel, you will get N1 T1 by N2 T2. So this is another important formula to solve the problems. So this is kinetic gas equation of final gas and the kinetic energy of gas. These are the formulas are required. So this is K is equal to 3 by 2 RT for 1 mole and K is equal to 3 by 2 NRT or n number of moles of gas. Here K is equal to 3 by 2 KT is one molecule of gas. K is the Boltzmann constant. Its value is 1.38 into 10 power minus 23 joule Kelvin inverse, mole inverse. So this is a kinetic gas equation.